What's going on YouTube? This is AtomicKev Collectibles coming back with another video. Today I got something special for you because we got another box day. Super excited. Let's go ahead and bust this baby wide open. All right, now that we got the camera repositioned, let's go ahead and bust this baby wide open while practicing safe knife handling. Yay for safety. There we go. Get the knife put away. Toss that baby over here. All right, here we go. Try not to hit the camera while I do this. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Let's get that out of there. As you can see, we got some more Enshrined Series in here. All right, let's get these babies out. Alrighty, let's get these babies out of the box. All right, not only did we get Little Godzilla, but we got his captor, Space Godzilla. And not only did we get one of each, we got two of each. We're seeing doubles today, guys. All right, so we got version A, we've got version B, version A, version B. Alrighty, and with that, let's go ahead and take a closer look at each of their respective boxes. Alrighty guys, so I decided to film these separately, so if you're here for this video, that means you're here for these two little cuties, the Little Godzilla Enshrined Series. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at the boxes. Alrighty, so taking a look at version A here, it's going to feature Little Godzilla, the figure that you're going to receive. It's going to have Bandai Namco, Banpresto Series, Enshrined, Bandai, Godzilla versus Space Godzilla. And then the artwork is going to depict the infant island in the back and a kind of beigeish orange box artwork here. Continuing the theme to the side of the box, you're going to see the two versions that you can get. So version B being here, version A being this box, Godzilla versus Space Godzilla. And again, the artwork is going to depict that infant island. Back of the box is going to feature Little Godzilla sitting in all of his cuteness and glory. Little Godzilla, Godzilla versus Space Godzilla. And then you actually have a scene cut out from Infant Island in the movie. And then we get a continuation of the theme on the back of the box. And again, Little Godzilla sitting there in his cuteness. Top of the box, you're going to get Little Godzilla's portrait, version A, Toho logo here in the bottom corner, the 70th anniversary logo in the top left, and then the Godzilla logo. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get this baby unboxed. And take our little trusty knife here and cut away his little restraints. Poor little guy. We'll save you, Little Godzilla, don't you worry. We'll save you from your entrapment. Alright. Go ahead and carefully open this without destroying the box. Get the little flaps open here. Awesome. Inside, you're going to get a cardboard prison here to keep the figure nice and secure. Inside looks like there's some plastic wrap that's going to encase the figure. So let's go ahead and pull that out. And for the last obstacle, you're going to get a piece of tape here keeping the bag sealed. So we're going to go ahead and break this seal and get Little Godzilla out of his bag. Oh man, how adorable are you? All right, taking a look at Little Godzilla here. He is absolutely a stunning little figure. Little Godzilla is going to sit at about 3.5–4 inches tall, and he's going to be as adorable as ever. Taking a closer look at Little Godzilla here, you're going to get nicely sculpted face here. You're going to get his prominent little nose and great skin texture here. Eyes are going to be painted with not only pupils, but irises and the actual white of the eye. Irises are going to feature a nice brown color, while the pupils are going to be predominantly black. Looking at the front of the figure here, you're going to see nicely sculpted bottom of the feet here. You get individually sculpted toenails, and they're going to be painted a nice, like, beigeish green color. Tummy's going to have nice skin texture and is also going to feature the same color that you get on the toes and the claws here. Mouth is going to feature individually sculpted teeth, and it's going to also feature the same reddish maroon gum color. Taking a look at the back of Little Goji, you're going to get nicely detailed and sculpted little dorsal plates, his little button tail, and you're going to get nice skin work all throughout the figure. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at version B here. So version B is going to feature a bluish box art here with Infant Island in the background, featuring Little Godzilla. He's going to have his little heat ray practice bubble thing that he does in the movie. Bandai Namco, Banpresto, Gojira versus Space Gojira Enshrined Series, and then Bandai here in the bottom corner. Similar to the other box, you're going to have the two figures that you can get in this series featured on the side of the box. It's going to say Godzilla versus Space Godzilla here, as well as the Enshrined Series, version A and version B. Back of the box is going to feature Little Godzilla again, sitting there on the beaches of Infant Island. Little Godzilla, Godzilla versus Space Godzilla. And then same thing with the back of the box here. Also going to feature the artwork of Infant Island trees in the background. Top of the box, you're going to get Little Godzilla's mugshot here. It's going to say version B up here in the corner, along with the 70th anniversary logo, Godzilla Store logo there, and then you're going to get the Toho logoing there in the bottom right-hand corner. All right, last box. Let's go ahead and get this guy cut open. We're coming, Little Godzilla. Don't you worry. We're going to free you. We're going to free you faster than your daddy did. All right, let's go ahead and get this guy open here. Again, without damaging the box too much. Keep it minty fresh. And this box is going to feature the cardboard coffin here to keep him nice and secure during shipment. Inside, you're going to get the little plastic wrap. Let's go ahead and pull him out. Now, version B's turn. Just like his counterpart, you're going to get a piece of tape here, keeping his baggie nice and secure. So we're going to go ahead and break the seal again. Go ahead and get Little Godzilla out of his little plastic baggie. There he is. And looking at version B, he looks almost exactly the same as his counterpart, except for coloration in the dorsal plates and in the mouth. We'll get to that in just a second. Version B is going to sit at about 3.5–4 inches tall and nicely detailed. All right, taking a look at the version B here, similar to his counterpart, you're going to get nice sculpt and detail in the face here, predominant little button nose, as well as his nicely painted pupils, iris, and white of the eye here. Also featuring the side of his face, you're going to get nice skin work here and his little ears. Taking a look at the front of Little Goji, this version is going to feature him doing his little bubble atomic breath here where he's practicing at the end of the movie. You're going to get nice detail on his tummy and pectoral area, nice sculpting on the bottom of the feet, individually sculpted claws and toenails here, and they're going to be painted the same beigeish green color as the stomach. I want to highlight the inside of Little Goji's mouth because this is where the magic is on this figure. So you are going to get individually sculpted teeth in there and a nice metallic blue paint job. However, you do lose some of the detail with the paint job that's applied. Taking a look at the back of Little Goji version B, you're going to get nicely individually sculpted little tiny dorsal plates here. They are going to feature the same metallic blue paint job as the mouth. And then again, go ahead and pick up that shine there. Also, you're going to get nice skin texture and detail here on the back of Little Goji, as well as his little nubule of a tail. Now the time that you all have been waiting for, side-by-side comparisons. So, unlike his captor, these figures are going to be almost identical to each other. The only difference is going to be in version B here, with the paint job applied to the inner workings of his mouth and the back dorsal plates here. Aside from that, they are the same exact sculpt, the same exact paint job. You're seeing two, people. Now that we got side-by-side comparisons out of the way, let's go ahead and do some size comparisons. Enshrined Series. Fun, Defa-Reel. Movie Monster. Movie Monster again. CCP Middle Series. Sofubi. Ichiban Show 25cm Series. X Plus 30cm Series. Omega Eggman. Mini Eggman. Final thoughts on this little guy. I am super impressed with the amount of detail that goes into this figure. Now, personally, I don't think it's worth owning 2 of these figures now that I have them in hand, since the paint application are very, very similar and you don't get much out of the version B. However, for $25, you can't go wrong with these figures. They are small and tiny and adorable, and they don't take up a lot of show space. I pre-ordered mine back in December of 2024 off of the Godzilla store, and they barely just came in now. So it did take some time to get these guys in, but I think it was well worth the wait to have such an adorable little critter. Anyway, guys, this has been AtomicKev's Collectibles. If you like what you saw, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Lets me know I'm doing a good job. Also, I'd like to know in your comments, what do you think? Do you think owning both of these figures are worth it? Or if you had to choose one, which one would you choose? Also, if you haven't considered already, go ahead and consider subscribing to the channel and keep up to date with all content that is rolling out here. My next video, I do plan on doing a review video on the Omega Beast Oto Island Godzilla statue that just recently came out, so look forward to that. Aside from that, guys, go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace. Now, kids, what did I tell you about talking to strangers?
We're sorry, Father. We promise we won't do it again. Yeah, Dad, honest, we didn't know.
It better not happen again, because if it does, you two are going in timeout and you're staying there.
We promise, Father. Yeah, we promise.